posted. Hell yeah, you saw that last month at Almost Woke. Saw it set, what a great set. Come to the stage. It's Lou Ferrighoe, everybody!
I hope you all are ready for one of the sloppiest, most unprofessional sets you have ever seen in your life. You think I'm joking. Nate Wolf once told me that I have a grade A void stare. Anyway. I got rid of my old Facebook. I was going to get rid of Facebook altogether, but I was like, oh no, I got to do Vomity, so I have to have a Facebook, and I made one just for my comedy persona. But I think that, like, when I invite people to come to my shows, I'm giving them the wrong message about what my comedy is about, because every other post is just really fucking depressing. And people are like, you're just really not funny and you make me sad every day. I don't know. No thanks. So I should work on that. I need like a PR person or something. Or maybe I just shouldn't post anything. I know that it's like gonna fill 70% of the people here with disgust, but I like to eat in the bathtub. Like, I really love to eat in the bathtub, and so the 30% of you that aren't disgusted by that, I have a new video on my OnlyFans page. If you like spaghetti. I don't know if y'all have seen that, like, thing that's going around right now where it's like, oh, I got this riddle wrong, so now I have to post a picture that someone told me I have to post. And it's like, I already know that you just want to post a really cute picture of you and your friends, so just like post your fucking picture and leave the rest of us salty riddlers to our lonely media scrolling, okay? Like, I understand that, like, spoiler, it's you open your eyes, okay, for any of you that were wondering, and two, just like post the picture, just post it. We're gonna post it anyway, just post it. I don't know, I'm a little salty about that. I just like, no one's asked me to do that riddle, and I knew the answer. I was in the shower today, and like, sometimes I really hate having boobs. They just feel really gross, especially when you're wet, and just like rubbing all on your other skin, and you're like, come on. I was thinking about like not having boobs, and like for a second I was like also thinking about like, yeah, what if I like had a dick? Like that would be kind of cool. But I like don't. Then I thought about like being another person to just like constantly disappoint my sexual partner, you know, and then being like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, like seriously, like I can I'm in the no, really, it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. And like I know that move, so I don't know how to address it if I was in the opposite position. Like it's a tricky situation. Now I can empathize a little bit now that I thought about like being in the other position for a second. I did Floodgate yesterday, which is the Chehalis open mic, and they're like talking about yoga and stretches and stuff, and like I don't really do yoga, but I have stretches that I have to do for physical therapy because of I like pulled my hip jumping off of a curb. And it's so it's like you have to like tighten your anus and like do what's it called, like Kegel, right? And then like also bring in your stomach muscles, but they don't want to be like, oh, you're going to tighten your anus and vagina, so they're like, you're going to wink. They're just going to do a little wink with their body to tighten your core muscles. That's kind of cute. So if you ever like are like, I want to do a workout, but I don't want to work too hard, just wink a little. There's this book at my work. I'm working at Tony's Variety again, surprise. And it's like all about weed, even though we're a tobacco shop. And it's like different people. There's like spotlighted people and like that are like kind of famous. And it's about like their relationship with marijuana. And one of them is like an adult film star that's also a stripper. And her claim to fame is her clown act, where she pulls handkerchiefs out of her asshole. And like, I don't really want to ever like, I'm not really interested in going to strip clubs, but I'm really interested in knowing like how many handkerchiefs. One fit in there, and two comfortably, and like what pace do you pull it out before? I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts about it, and I was kind of intrigued. Thought I'd share it with you guys. I realized, I don't know, like, if anyone else has noticed this, but white folks really love to let you know if your headlights aren't on. It's like it gives you a really warm, fuzzy feeling inside to know that you, like, let somebody know that they were failing at a basic function of driving. And there was a guy that was so excited about it the other day, he literally swerved into my lane to flash at me, and then I had to swerve back because there was another car. And also didn't know that like the 5 cars ahead of him were also flashing their lights at me. But I'm hoping like, I think it's like he also likes the adrenaline rush too. It's like not just like helping someone, it's also like, oh, I could have died for that. Like, I'm such a good person. I risked my life for your safety. Some cinephiles, particularly Henry, is gonna be mad at me for this joke. But I just watched that, like, Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga movie, A Star is Born, or whatever it's called. And apparently it's a remake of an old film, but I haven't seen the old film, and to me it's just another version of the movie Glitter with Mariah Carey. If any of y'all have seen that. Because literally it's like, there's some talented girl with semi-low self-esteem, and there's some dude that's like, no, like, you're talented, I can tell you got something special. And then like he like finagles some shit, and then like she gets famous and he gets insecure, and then like all of his bad habits come out, and then she has to like sacrifice some part of herself to take care of him, and her career's like slightly declining because it's an embarrassment, and eventually like he dies, and then spoiler alert, eventually he dies, and then she sings a song about him at the very end and is like, oh, I loved him so much. The movie was good, but the whole time I was like, Mariah Carey did this better. But apparently Barbra Streisand did it better before that. So like, but the thing about this movie is Bradley Cooper's character is an alcoholic, and there's parts of that movie that are meant to be really like intense and depressing. But as someone that struggles with alcoholism, I found them hilarious, and it just outed me to all of the people in the Chehalis Theater as an alcoholic. But I think maybe I made them more comfortable because no one lives in Chehalis if they're not an alcoholic. As was proven by the women sitting next to me, where one was asleep, one was drunkenly sitting on the floor recording her friend snoring, and the other was laughing at the two until she was snorting. And then the drunken white woman on the other side of me that was like 50 was like, hey, you guys are ruining the frickin' movie. And then when Bradley Cooper died, she cried for like the entire rest of the movie. So I had one person snoring and then one person like but it was a good movie. Don't watch it in Chehalis. But okay, I talked to people about Glitter, and not everyone has seen it, and it makes me really frustrated because there's so many movies that I talk about that people, I don't know if it's like my mom has weird taste in movies, or she just could only afford weird, like, second-rate B.C. films, or like whatever, but like I didn't see E.T. or Star Wars till high school, you know, and like one of the other movies that no one ever talks about is the live-action Cinderella with Brandy and Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. But the thing that like, it's a wonderful movie, I love that movie, but what bothers me, even though it shouldn't, is like so many of the things don't make sense. Like Whoopi Goldberg is with this like white man, and they have an Asian son. And they have this beautiful, beautiful Asian son, and like there's nothing wrong with that. But there's like a whole nother story not being told in this movie, and like that just needs like the prequel or something to like be able to let it go. But I don't know if Randy and Whoopi Goldberg is, I'm like Whitney Houston can't be the fairy godmother anymore, but. Let's see. This set has kind of been about me just telling you guys all my weird thoughts. So I'm gonna keep on with that one. And one of those weird thoughts has been like, whenever I cut my hair, I really like when I have like a long piece that I've cut off, because it's like kind of curly and it has like a little bit of color in it, so I want to save it. But I have too many pieces of my hair saved already for no reason. And then I was like, what if I was a hairdresser and I cut someone's hair and they just had like this beautiful hair and I really wanted to keep a lock? Like, do I ask them? Do I wait till they leave and keep it secretly after I've swept it up? Is that a health code violation? Am I going to lose clients from asking them if I can keep their hair? We'll find out when I finish beauty school if anyone will hire me. I probably shouldn't mention my weird thing about hair in my interview for any of my jobs. Let's see. What else I got for you guys? Oh yeah, so other weird thoughts. Part of why I got rid of my Facebook is because it's like 5 years ago today, 3 years, whatever, like the memories. And I had my old account since high school, and like I did not know how to keep stuff to myself, and I think I wanted to creep people out because I like read one that was like in the summertime, and it was like 5 years ago today. And it was like, oh, you know all those people drowning in the rivers because they're drunk? Well, that's just Mother Nature taking out the weak, if you ask me. And maybe that's true, but I keep that stuff to myself now because I'm a responsible adult. At least I try to keep it to myself. There's a comedian at Floodgates that was talking about having a boner for no reason, or like how like men have to deal with having boners for no reasons, and like I get boners for no reason. You guys just can't see it, and it's usually just when I'm scared of like heights, or I almost fell and I tripped and I almost fell and I could have scraped my knee, and it's like an involuntary kink of mine. Of like, oh, I almost could have gotten hurt and now I'm really turned on. But not in like the like, not like my life's in jeopardy, just like I could have been like kind of inconvenienced or slightly injured. I guess I will end with a joke about more buttholes. I've told it already. Some of you probably heard it. I don't know. I think about it a lot. I don't know if y'all are aware, but you can have your butthole made into a chocolate for your partner or loved ones. So you go and they shave your butthole so there's no obstructions. And they put silicone, they make a mold, then they make another mold from the silicone, hopefully after they've washed the silicone. Yeah. And then they put chocolate in the mold, and you can have white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and you can give it as a gift. And I figure it's for two kinds of people. The people that want to relive cherished memories, or the people that want to explore and experience the texture without having to worry about flavor or other like surprise elements. Just a safe way to have fun.